what?
Hello family and friends, this is Rob the Sapper Gardener and SK2 at Essayons Family Garden, and today we're going to do a southern favorite dish, shrimp and grits. So if you guys hang tight, I'm going to go into the kitchen and show you guys the ingredients that we use in our version. We know there are thousands of versions of shrimp and grits, so we'll show you how we do it here in the Sapper household. Hang tight. Alright, with shrimp and grits, it has a few ingredients to it that we're going to go over with you. And of course, back in the corner hiding is a cup full of shrimp, peeled and deveined. We're also going to use some bacon and some of the bacon grease after we render it. We're going to put in some kielbasa sausage. We're going to use some mild cheddar cheese, but you can use whatever cheese you want. We actually love Tillamook cheese, but we didn't have it for today, so we're gonna do without. We also have some parsley, some onion minced, a little bit of milk. I'd say about 1/8 of a cup of milk, some oregano, some salt and pepper, some minced garlic. We've got some butter that we're going to add into our grits, and we're also going to add a little bit of it in when we cook our shrimp. Some basil, some dried peppers, 4 cups of water, 1 cup of stone ground grits, and today our Cajun seasoning will be some Tony Chiri's original Creole seasoning. So we'll bring you guys back for the next steps. So our grits have come up to a boil, so now we're going to add in our stone ground grits, and then we're going to mix it well and reduce our temperature down. Make sure we don't have any clumps in there. Then we're going to reduce our temperature down to medium-low, and we're going to continue to cook it and let it thicken up. And this is really the longest part of the dish, is getting the grits done. When these are about done, we'll do our bacon, we'll take our bacon out, we'll do our shrimp and sausage, and we'll bring you back once the grits are close to the consistency that we want. So hang tight, we'll be back. So our grits are almost done. We're going to add in some salt and pepper. We're going to give this a good stir. And we're going to add in our cheese and milk. Sorry. So we're going to stir in our cheese, which is going to make it nice and creamy. And we're going to add in a little bit of butter. And we're going to add in our milk. And this is on the lowest heat setting right now because the grits are basically done. They're going to cook a little bit while we hold them off, while we do our bacon mixture. We'll slowly add our milk in. And it's not a ton of milk because the cheese is going to give it some creaminess, but we like our shrimp and grits super creamy. And we're going to add in a little bit of our butter because, again, there's going to be butter in with our shrimp and bacon and sausage mixture. So we're kind of spreading the love. So we're going to leave this on low heat, and we're going to get started on our bacon mixture. So now we're going to render our bacon down. And once we get our bacon rendered, we're going to take it out of the pan and we're going to save the bacon fat. If we feel like there's too much bacon fat, we'll drain some of it off because we're going to cook our shrimp and brown our sausage in here, but we just want enough to safely cook what we have. So this only takes a few minutes and then we'll be back with the next step. So our bacon is rendered. We're gonna set that to the side and then we're going to chop that up finely and use it as a garnish once we finish the dish up. We're gonna add some butter in, and again, check your bacon fat level when you're done. This is about how we want ours. So we're going to add in some butter to even this out. And excuse me for reaching across you. And this is on medium heat. If you think your heat's too high, reduce it a little bit. If it's too low, bring it back up to temperature. So now we're going to add in our garlic. And we're going to give that a quick browning. And we're going to add in our finely minced onion. And we're going to do the same to these two really quickly. It doesn't take long. We're going to add in our kielbasa. And we're just going to lightly cook this. The kielbasa already is a pre-cooked sausage. And our meal is almost done. And while this is cooking a little bit, we're going to add in a sprinkle of our Tony Chichiri spice in here, and a little bit into our grits, and we're going to give both a stir. Yep, it's coming along well. Yep, and here comes SK1 with Miss Maggie. Again, this does not take very long at all. The grits actually is the dish that takes the longest to finish up. And even though it's on a low temperature, we're going to make sure we keep stirring it so it doesn't stick. And once our sausage looks like it's browning up nicely, we're going to add our shrimp in here. And we're going to cook our shrimp and we'll be about done. So we'll bring you guys back in just a minute. So we've cooked our sausage for a minute or two. Now we're going to add in the star ingredient, or one of the star ingredients, our shrimp. Can't have shrimp and grits without shrimp. And again, the shrimp does not take very long. We're going to keep an eye on it. And we're going to add in the rest of our spices. So we're going to add in some parsley. We're going to add in some oregano. We're going to add in some basil that we've dried from our garden last year. And we're going to add in some mild pepper from our garden also. Which one of our goals is to do more canning, but also to do more of our own herbs and seasonings also. So you can see the shrimp already is starting to turn a pink color. So we're going to let that do what it do. And I'm going to stop stirring this just for a second to chop up our bacon. So we'll bring you guys back in a second. So our shrimp is perfectly cooked. We're going to turn off the heat, remove it from the heat, and then we're going to do our plating. So hang tight and we will be right back. All right, family and friends, it is a late night out there. We got some extra sunlight, but we still pushed it today. So we got our shrimp and grits, and I've secretly taste tested it, and it meets the Sapper seal of approval, but in my opinion, it's not the only one that counts here in the house. So what do you think, SK1? 2 thumbs up. Let's see what Mrs. Sapper Gardner thinks. You like it? Okay, so we're gonna dig in. We were thinking about adding some scallions on it once we finish, but instead we just added a little bit more Italian seasoning, and then we put some cilantro on it also. So just a little change. I'll try to put the full recipe and instructions down below. I've been making this for a while, and we switch it up a little bit. This is one of the first things I cooked for Mrs. SG after we got married and came back to the States. And we do change it a little bit, but I'll put exactly what we did today on here. And we got some breadsticks to go along with it also, which really sets it off. Oh, I guess I should try some for you guys at home. So let me get a little bit of everything. Some cilantro, some grits, some sausage, and bacon. See if I can get all that in one spoonful for you, for your enjoyment out there in YouTube land. So I'm holding the camera, so I can only give it 1 thumbs up and 2 toes up, but I'd give it 2 and 2 if I could. Everything is good. I do wish I had the Tillamook cheese or a sharp cheddar. That would kick it up even another notch, but the seasonings, the cheese, a little bit of cream from the milk, and the butter, it's A1. So I'm gonna dig in. So as always, from myself, Rob the Sapper Gardener, Mrs. SG, SK1, SK2, from our family to yours, we want to say God bless our great country, America. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been leaving out Sapper Pup Maggie lately, but she's down there doing something. So from our family to yours, God bless our great country, America. God bless you wherever you reside around the world. God bless your garden, your homestead, your allotment that you have bountiful harvest this year, your kitchen to have delicious meals, and your family to have health, success, and prosperity. So take care, everyone. I'm gonna dig in. You got anything to say, SK1?
Subscribe.
What about the like button and the bell?
Hit the like button. Just don't hit it too hard or you'll break your device.
And be careful when you hit the bell. Don't split it like the one up in Pennsylvania, the Liberty Bell. So, SK2, you got anything to say? How was your pizza?
Good.
Tried it.
All right. And if you're gonna play the game, what do you say?
Be good.
If you're gonna play the game, be good. All right. Take care, everyone. Sapper out. Picture.